Hey everyone. So we are about halfway through our semester. Week 7, week 8, that's halfway through our 16-week semester. And it's a good chance to stop, reflect, think a little bit. How's everything going for you? What can I do to support you in a greater capacity? What can you do to show up in a greater capacity if you need to? What's working well in this class? What can we do today in this semester to help it be better going forward between now and the end of the semester? I'm recognizing that a lot of students, not every student, but a lot of students are feeling overwhelmed or like you are stretched too thin. Perhaps you're taking many classes. Perhaps you're taking more than you would be taking if they were all face-to-face. Perhaps thinking that online is easier because, well, there's less time commuting, first of all, and maybe there's fewer requirements. And most of the time, that's not the case. Sometimes it even takes longer to participate in an online class, which you may be discovering for yourself. Not everyone, but some of us. If that's the case, I want you to know that I see it, I recognize it, I understand it, and it's normal. It's okay. It's not a problem. But we need to figure out between now and the end of the semester what we can do, if we can do anything, what we can do to try to ease the load. You've probably learned something so far. What is it? What is the highlights? What is the top thing you've learned that you've taken away from this class already? What are you enjoying learning? What do you want to cover in greater detail? How can we change the format or the method of how we're presenting stuff so that way you can have easier access to the information, the knowledge, the practice, the skills? We just want to hear all those things. So this whole week is literally just going to be about pausing, taking that moment to stop and reflect. And if you've got other classes, maybe you can also catch your breath a little bit. And I'm really enjoying the semester. It's a lot of fun. Every subject I'm teaching, each of these classes is something that's near and dear to my heart, something I enjoy immensely. And I really enjoy your participation in the class. And whether or not you and I have direct dialogue each week, I have dialogue with several people each week in discussions, in Q&As, things like that. But if you are one of the ones who may not be getting a direct word from me every week, other than the announcements, the videos, the assignments, stuff like that, then I want you to know that I'm still paying attention. I still see you. I see the contributions you're doing. I can tell the level of effort you're putting into the class. And by all means, it's good. Everyone's doing a really good job, and I believe everyone's doing their best given the circumstances. And I appreciate your contributions. I'm learning a lot from you. I hope you are learning a lot from the class and from each other as well. And I think we're doing pretty good, but we can always do better. Always. And so this week, we want to hear about the good. What should we keep doing? We don't want to lose the good. That's the most important thing. If we're doing good in an area, we want to hang on to that. But also, where can we improve? So instead of focusing on the bad, it's good to recognize what's not as good as can be, but let's convert bad things into improvable things. Let's be productive with it. If you've got a critique, a criticism, or something that just doesn't feel quite right, that's good. We want that. There's always going to be that. But how can we convert that into something practical, tangible, able to be changed, an actionable item? So we want to get specific. So please, in the survey that I offered this week, feel free to get as detailed as you like. I want you to know a few things. 1, they are anonymous. Canvas will not show me who says what. So you can say whatever you like. 2, they are required and you get points for them. So I guess if only one person didn't do it or something, then maybe I could figure out who didn't reply. But if you reply, I don't know who you are, but I read them very carefully. I take very careful consideration. If you have an idea, it doesn't 100% guarantee I'm going to implement it, because it has to be what's best for all of us. But if you do have a genuinely good idea that's good for everyone, there's no reason why we can't do it, as long as it's realistic and able to be easily brought into the class. So please help us out. Think about your own learning. Pay attention to where you're up to speed, where you're struggling, and what maybe can be done to affect those changes. And maybe it's not class related, maybe it's life related, family, work, the stresses of all those things, health, safety. We've all got that going on, and I understand that completely. And so this week, reflection, pausing, taking a little break, catching our breath, and then we're going to keep moving, diving into higher level of thinking, learning, and practicing with this knowledge and skill, so that by the end, we've achieved the goal, which is for everyone to be a few steps further on their path, on their educational journey, and hopefully getting where you want to be. Even if today you don't know where you want to be, these classes can help you get there. So I'm appreciating your participation thus far. I want to encourage you to keep it up. You can do it. If you're a little bit behind, power through this week, get caught up. You can do it. It's gonna take some effort, but it will pay off. And you have it within your ability. Everyone in this class. So that's basically what I wanted to share this week. I hope you're enjoying the class thus far, and I look forward to seeing more of your contributions throughout the semester. I hope you have a great week. Please, as always, do not hesitate to reach out to me via the Canvas inbox or the Q&A discussion. I answer those as quick as I can. A few good questions may take a little bit longer for me to formulate ideas, but one way or another, everything's going to be answered for you, and we're going to get you up to speed. So thank you once again. Have a great week, and we'll resume our regular activities after this in week 9. Take care.